This 9 to 5 American dream storyline isn't going to make us happy. It's actually killing us. It's giving us the illusion of freedom. We're overextended, broke, exhausted, tired, unhappy in our jobs, but we're tethered to our jobs because that's where our source of income comes from, which allows us to shop and feel free, but it's also where our insurance comes from and our healthcare. And we're so financially overextended that we can't leave that job because we live so far beyond our means trying to prove how happy we are that if we were to quit, we would drown in debt. Which is exactly what corporate America and the banking system wants, us to be perpetually miserable shoppers, tethered to our jobs, shopping to make ourselves feel better. One way, of course, to break this is through investing. Another way is to live below your means and have less stuff. I know the thought of minimalism upsets people, but it's your ticket to freedom and happiness. So what does minimalism mean? It means different things to different people. But I think some people get so afraid of being told to embrace minimalism, like, someone's going to come and make you throw away all your things. Or that minimalist police are going to come knocking on your door and be like, how many pillows you got on your sofa, sir? You're only permitted to have one pillow. The other two are going to have to go. Minimalism is more of like suggested loose guidelines. At least that's how I interpret it. For some people, that means having no kids. For others, it means having one kid instead of 3. For others, it means having one car instead of 2 or 3, or no cars, or a bike. See, some people think minimalism means that your house has to just be full of like stark white walls. But that's only if that's the way you want it. Minimalism means you have less stuff. That means you're less tied to your home. You spend less time cleaning and less money cleaning. You have more freedom, more happiness, more time outside enjoying the things you love. So now that you're a minimalist, congratulations. What do you do with all that money? You invest it. Spend your money on dividend-paying stocks. Build your wealth over the long term instead of depleting it on shit that's going to end up in your closet. Here's an idea. Instead of shopping at the store that you were going to spend your money on, buy that stock instead. Here's another idea. If you were going to spend $500 on an item, or $75 on an item, or even $10 on an item, but you didn't, invest it. Invest that money in dividend-paying stocks. That item that you were going to buy, maybe you'd use it, maybe not. But the likelihood is that you'd buy it, play with it for a little bit, and then toss it in the closet. That doesn't do anything for you, but an investment does. Dividends earn you passive income. You get paid to own stock in a company. And over the long term, that shit adds up. Unlike the stuff in your closet. So the video that I did yesterday about the 9 to 5 life leading to feeling stuck must have resonated with a lot of people because I got some messages from people and some comments as well. And it resonates with me too because I've felt stuck as well. So one of the things we can do to break this cycle of feeling stuck is to change the way we do things. We've been conditioned to go about life a certain way. School, which is debt, marriage, house, kids, which are responsibilities that depend on huge amounts of money. And as we're paying off our own debts, now we have kids and we're worrying about their debts. And so what do we tell our kids? Go to school, get a good job, get an education, get married. We tell them to do the exact same thing that we did. And if it didn't work for us, what makes us think it's going to work for them? Someone needs to break this cycle. And frankly, I think it should be us. Okay, that's actually a good point. But to be honest, I don't think that's going to happen. People love shopping. But you remember how like Oprah used to say on her show, if I can just reach one person. I feel like that was probably bullshit. Like she would trade her vast wealth and fortune if she could just reach one person. I don't think so. But personally, if I could reach a couple people and help them give up rampant consumerism, I would be pretty happy with that. And I don't think it's going to take down, materialism. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think I have that big of a following on here. Minimalism was hot shit a couple years ago, but like all these fads, most people gave up on it because they like their stuff. You remember that vegan documentary a couple months ago that took Netflix by storm? Everyone I knew was like, I'm vegan now, bruh. Now they're back to cheeseburgers.